It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Indianapolis Colts. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
All go special! All go special! 95, 95. Hey, watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Check 50.
Here's Carson. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Check safety.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Dancing to his left. He'll run it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They're going option play on 3rd down. A quick toss outright. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
But it's 4th down.
They'll try and run the option. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. Check 52.
Now Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Second and 10 now from the 27. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. Oh, what a juke into space. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
Cam Akers, 27 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 22-yard line.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Tight end's right. Even. 4 down. Even.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Mike 18. Hey, they're scared.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Tight into the right, boy. Tight into the right. Move. 3
Wilson after the play fake to Carson, sliding out of the pocket. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Shoot. Watch the safety creep. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up.
Here's Murray from midfield. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. Last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flushed out right. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Cam Akers with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Niners 14, Colts nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Cam Akers doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the 49ers add on to their lead. extra point safely through, and it's now 21-0.
Colts, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 47. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After the turnover, here's Murray. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A big play there. 46 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Now the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They go play action now. Wilson. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
A 14-yard touchdown. And the 49ers continue to roll.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team.
Had one tell me once, you know, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now the second down throw on target. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
48-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Throwing left side, it's complete. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Mike 18, Mike 18.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
Watch the boot, watch the boot. Mike 18, Mike 18. I got one.
Throwing again. Wilson. He'll look downfield for Waller. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself,
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's second and 21.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long.
It's third down.
Let's get it. Mike 5. No gain on this defense. No gain.
To throw, it's Murray. Now they go screen. It's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on. Through the contact, brings up second down.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Watch 18, 18.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And his first throw here is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Check the outs.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
First down, Murray. Now he steps away. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. He sets to fire deep. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Murray going to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Cam Akers on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle, and the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. To throw again, Murray. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 25 yards that time. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Now Murray off play action. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 18 yards, first down Niners.
First down, 49ers.
Two. In your face. Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left.
From the gun, Murray. Flush to his right. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
2. Hot. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
And they'll try the option on first and goal. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
Brandon Ayuk. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And this offense is running away with this one. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Niners 56, Colts nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense.
I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now it's Carson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now they try the right side here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
We got 3.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 56, the mark. Check, 56. I'm scared. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Throwing again. Murray. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And a 49er first down.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Shit.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Shotgun now from Murray. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. From 19 yards away. And this offense continues to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Mike, 18. On deck, punt. Watch 18. Strip that ball.
He's going to air one out. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
I got two. Trips.
They'll try and throw for it here. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
It's dots all day.
Second and 5. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Out of the gun now on third down.
Ain't allowing that back there.
But it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is
no, he has Trey Lance, and he substituted another quarterback. So he tried to have legs, but my defense is just.
You keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance. The passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
He's a 99. This is like my 4th year in the season.
From the gun, Murray. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Back now in Indianapolis.
I know. I don't like throwing
now,
on the run a lot.
1st and 10. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Just because the throw is always off a little bit.
Well,
I could have made it.
That into much, but it's never a bad idea.
I'm up 63. I kind of
into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Second and 8 coming up.
Pick me up. Here we go. Two tights. 4 down.
Now Murray again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run.
2nd and 6.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
Got you.
Pick up the ball.
Operating from the gun. Murray forced out to his left.
Oh, that was my fault. He was open, though. I know you see it. He was open.
They're in the end zone.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They're going for it. Hits Murray.
Daughters.
His throw caught right around the
Daughters.
6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Eyes on 10. Eyes on 10.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
He don't want it.
Murray now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A gain of 5.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
I appreciate you letting me know that.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Looking for Ayuk on the release.
Stay with your man.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Throwing right, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And you just want this guy to
19
be
yards to pick up
bad,
there.
huh?
Move the chains. And looking to
Don't
put this
want him
game
to
on
be
ice in
happy.
the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey.
To throw again, Murray. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Easy. Mike 5. I got you. Five's the mic. They're going to need some therapy after this. Mike 5. Okay, Larry. Mike 5.
To throw is Murray. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Catch that,
they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
I don't know if I can put a post that. Not good. I gotta play for you. Post. You wanna post that? Alright, I got you.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Ooh, wrong person. Damn, I fucked up.
From the gun, Murray. Dancing to his left. And this is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Watch 18. 18's the mic. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 14. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray flushed out right. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Satisfying gauge, HD?
Right down the middle, and
Trying
the
to help
lead
you
will
out,
swell
man.
by
I'm
one
always
more.
here for this, for the subs or the follows or the likes, man. That's what I'm here for. Didn't feel like showing my video or talking
Out
much
is the
today,
kickoff unit as
but
they
you got it
run
out of me.
up and send
You
this
got it
one
out of
away.
me. I hope you're happy.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll start out on the ground with Carson, and he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
He was tackled
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Found his target. It's Anderson. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top.
Man,
you can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Mike 18, Mike 18. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Looking left side, and it's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game.
Man, I got you. 19 tight, 19 tight. Watch 18.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Ooh,
And that's
he's
going to
going
be
in there for the hit.
incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete as well. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Game's over, man.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys.
That's game, fellas.
But being down this big, you also take even more chances.
Because
and in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Watch the run, watch the run. 56.
Hey, appreciate you guys stopping by. It's TGG Gaming. You already know what it is. But we out of here, man. I hope you guys have a good night. It's late over here. You feel me? School night, yeah. Hear me?
Charles,
But we out, people.
it's another thing
Appreciate
to
you
win and
coming
put
by.
up
Like,
the amount
subscribe
of
to the
points that
stream.
they did.
We're trying to grow, man.